Hello YouTube, this is the Squaddle Squad 1 and today I'm doing a top 5 video. This is the top 5 cards of the format, like any card in black and white. It's going to take me a little while, it has taken me a little while to make this video, but I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, it can be any card, that's the rules, just any card from black and white to Boundaries Crossed, the new set. So and yes, there will actually be at least one card from Boundaries Crossed in the set that, even though it hasn't hit the format yet, I know will make a big impact. Well, I don't actually know because I'm not a future teller, a mind reader of, well, everyone, but I can already see what it's going to do for the format, and I think it's going to be really good, this specific card. So let's get into this list. Yeah, so let's go. Okay, starting off, let's go with number 5. Computer Search. Now, this is the card I was talking about, the one from Boundaries Crossed, which, even though it isn't already in the format, I really think it's going to make a big splash because of how durable it is and how great the card is. It itself lets you to discard 2 cards in your hand in order to search for any one card. Yes, it is an A spec, so you can only have 1 in your deck, but I find it may be the new Pokemon Capture, quite possibly in a new format. Well, you don't need to look forward to a new format just yet because it's still a ways away. But even in this format, I'm sure it's going to be a really good staple card played in quite a few decks. For example, you could use it in the Darkrai deck, which thrives off getting energies out of the discard using Dark Patch and attaching them to bench Darkrais or other Dark Pokemon. So what you could do is you could play this card to discard 2 Dark Energies, search your deck for a card you need, possibly a Dark Patch, then use Dark Patch in your hand to, well, attach the energies. That's 2 free energy attachments, and it doesn't even cost you attachment for the turn. That's one of the main reasons why I think it's a really durable card, for A, a really good card in the format, for B, the only downside and the reason why it probably won't ever be the number 1 card in the format, and it luckily doesn't wreck the format, is because it is an A-spec card, and instead of 4, you can only have 1 in your deck. But still, for the reasons I said before that last one, that's why it's number 5 on this list. Okay, here we are coming into the top 4 with number 4. Rayquaza EX. Well, where do I start? Well, it's a EX Pokemon with 170 HP, and its first attack, Celestial Roar, it's okay, but the real deal is about its second attack, Dragon Burst, which for 1 fire energy and 1 electric energy, you get to choose to discard either all the electric or all the fire energies attached to it, and it does 60 damage times the number of energies you discarded. So with just a simple free energy, if energy discarded, you can knock out all the EXs in the game in one hit. The only card you could not knock out with free energies is a Wailord from Dragons Exalted, but I have not seen that in any decks, not even Rogue ones, because it's not a very good card apart from that. But still, this is a really good card, and number 4 spot is where it's at because of, well, just all-around greatness and compatibility with E-Electric, which is also a really good card. That didn't quite make this list, E-Electric, but if I was a top 6, I would definitely have E-Electric as number 6. So, yep, yeah, that's Rayquaza EX. Okay, coming into the top 3 with number 3 as Darkrai EX. Now, the same as Rayquaza, I've just chosen the full art form because full arts to most people look nicer. Anyway, my opinion is neutral. Yeah, anyway. Well, to start off with, this all-around great card is an 180 HP EX. Its ability Dark Cloak lets any Pokemon in play, not just Dark, but any Pokemon in play, with any Dark energy attached to them, lets them retreat for free. So you don't even need to guard that dark energy. That's why it works so well with cards like Terrakion with the 4 retreat cost. They can retreat practically for free as long as they just have a dark energy on them. It also works well unfortunately, it doesn't work well against Terrakion having a weakness to it. But if it didn't have that weakness to Terrakion, it could be looking at least the number 2 spot. Possibly not the number 1, but yes, definitely it could be looking at the number 2 spot. Anyway, this card's attack, Night Spear, does 90 damage for 3 energy. That's great in itself, but it also snipes 30 to the bench. So if you're versing E-Electric deck, you can knock out one E-Electric and also knock out a 30 HP Dynamo your opponent might have in his bench. Plus, you can physically donk with this card using Dark Patch. That's just some of the main reasons why this is a great card, number 3 on this list. Okay, here we are with number 2. Mewtwo EX. Mewtwo EX is just an all-round amazing card. It's the kind of card that is so powerful. For a little while, it was like the main card that was run in every deck. The number 1 card is also a card that I would say is a main card run in every deck, but we'll just talk about Mewtwo for now. Its first attack and the main attack you'll be using is X-Ball. Its second attack, Siderive, would be an attack you would only use really as a last resort, doing 3 for 120 and the discard of just 1 energy. Which isn't so bad, but its first attack is just amazing. X-Ball does 20 damage for each energy attached to both this Pokemon and the defending Pokemon, so it's going to be doing 40 damage even though it says 20. In fact, there's no way, unless for resistance, it's going to do less than 40 damage, because in order to use the attack you need a double colourless energy on Mewtwo. Yeah, that just makes it a really all-round great EX. I've just used the full art version here because I think it looks really nice, and just a card that only comes along once in every few sets where you say that. It's just a really good attacking card. It would be number 1 if I didn't think this other card was also a really great card. But Mewtwo EX is just a really great card, and that's why that's most of the reasons why it's number 2 on the list of top 5 Pokemon cards of this format. Okay, we're into the final card. Number 1 is Pokemon Catcher. Pokemon Catcher is a card run in practically every deck. It's a card you can't escape if you're the opponent of one, and it's a card you'll love if you're holding it in your hand. Its effect is that it lets you switch the defending Pokemon with one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That is outrageously good in heaps of situations. Just for example, you want to use an attack, but you can't knock out the Pokemon you need. You can't knock out a Pokemon with this attack because of its HP left. You only need 1 prize to win the game. So you play this and bring up a Pokemon with less HP on the bench of your opponents and take that final prize. This card has won heaps of people games and definitely gotten heaps of prizes for people. So it's just a really great card, and it will not until it is outdated by formats will it ever be stopped. I won it in my deck, and I think you should too. However, it is a bit expensive, but it's just a really good card. So, yeah, Pokemon Catcher is the number 1 card in this list. I hope you have enjoyed my list. I'm going to be trying to make some more Pokemon videos soon. This has been the Squaddle Squad 1 with my top 5 Pokemon cards of the format, from boundaries crossed through to base black and white. Thanks for watching, bye.